I see some numbers coming up. So
All right, Alex, we are recording and take it away.
great, thank you. So welcome everyone to our accounting program information session. I'm excited to talk with you today about accounting. My name is Alex Hoven, and I'm joined by Jen Knudsen, the program representative for our business programs. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Alex. Good morning, everybody.
Great, so let's get started right into it. Today, our agenda, we're going to, in just a moment, I'm going to get to a discount that you get for just for being here today. And we'll go over the accounting program. We will not hear directly from a program instructor or graduate, but we'll talk about the instructors, the professional instructors that we have. And then we'll get into how to pay for the program, how to finance your education. So as I said, we have a discount for you just for attending this information session today. You'll receive $100 off your first class with us. Everyone who is in this session will get a follow-up email in the next week or so, and that will have the details of the discount. Please note that there are other discounts that you may be eligible for. This $100 discount does not combine with them, such as if you have a group discount or an early bird discount. But at a bare minimum for being here, we will give you a $100 discount off of the program. And I think that's a great deal for being here to learn more about it. So as I said, my name is Alex Hoven, and Jen Knudsen is here as well with me. But I also want to mention our student services team. In addition to the advising that Jen and I can do for you, the student services team can answer any questions that you might have about enrolling, course logistics, anything like that. They will be available to help enroll you in this program. We've listed their phone number and email address for them. You can see that they're available by phone during business hours. You can, of course, send them an email at any time, and they'll get back to you in a business day with any information that you are looking for. So let's kick things off a little bit with a poll to get to know you better. I want to hear just a little bit about yourself, because we're always wondering how people get interested in this program, what brings them in our direction for accounting programs. So you should see a poll now. Why are you interested in our accounting programs? And you can pick more than one answer. You might be looking for a career change, or you might be working in accounting already. Some people I know are looking at the CPA exam to take, and that this program will help guide them towards that. Different reasons, and we're getting a number of reasons in right now. Is the poll still, are people still taking the poll, Jen?
Nope. Thank you, everybody. Everyone completed it, Alex.
All right. So more than half of you are currently working in accounting. So that's great. You'll have a groundwork already, whether you've had formal education or not. You'll have a groundwork in the courses and what we're talking about, the different directions that the courses go in. Few of you are looking for a career change, and that's exciting. You can start at the beginning here with us for this program. And a couple of other reasons, some people looking for the CPA exam information. Great to hear, thank you. Okay, for the program information, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the program structure. You can find a lot of great information on our website about that. We also encourage you to contact our team if you have any specific questions or want help formulating a plan for how to take the courses, what sequence and timing might be best for you. We can help you figure that out. The Accounting Principles Certificate offers a core coursework. It's a lot actually like an undergraduate minor. So if you took college classes, even if you were majoring in something else, you may have taken a core of classes in a subfield. That's kind of what this program is designed to be like. There's also an accounting specialist certificate that focuses on specific areas of accounting and is recommended for those who have already taken some basic accounting courses, or maybe you have professional experience in the field and are looking for more advanced coursework. Completing the coursework in both certificates meets the accounting education requirements to sit for the CPA exam. So if you're looking to take the CPA exam, if you successfully complete the courses in these certificates, you'll be able to do that. And you can take these certificate programs concurrently at the same time, but you will want to be aware of some of the prereqs for how you sequence your courses. Students are not required to take the principal certificate prior to pursuing the specialist certificate. However, the Principles of Financial Accounting course, that first course, is the prereq for all of the courses in both programs. So wherever you're entering the program or experience you have, starting with the Principles of Financial Accounting is what everyone will do. If you've taken this course elsewhere, however, let us know and we can note that you have completed the prereq already. So maybe you had this course in another program recently, that can count as the prereq for our programs. We generally recommend that people who are working full-time take just one course per quarter. In addition to the course time, there's outside homework time and reading, and of course we all have to balance our schedules these days, and one course, if you're working full-time, seems to strike a good balance. Okay, so back to the principal certificate, the first certificate we offer. This certificate is perfect for individuals with no accounting experience. So for any career changers, perhaps, this might be the certificate for you. Or those who work in the field but don't have formal or recent coursework. If you're feeling rusty or out of date, maybe, the principal certificate is the place to start. As I said, you will begin with the Principles of Financial Accounting class if you haven't taken it elsewhere. This is offered every quarter. So whenever you are thinking of starting the certificate program, you'll be able to start with Principles of Financial Accounting. All the other courses are offered every other quarter. So if you're planning it on your own, or if you would like help planning with us, the course sequence, keep that in mind, and we'll help you keep that in mind as you plan your schedule. And then the specialist certificate. You see the different specialist certificate course offerings there. That one is designed for those who already have accounting experience and maybe also accounting coursework in their past. For example, if you minored in accounting as an undergraduate, this would be the right program for you since you already have the core courses. Once again, the Principles of Financial Accounting course is the required prereq for all of these courses. They can be taken in any order. The courses can be taken in any order after Principles of Financial Accounting. Please note that these are offered one time per year with the exception of financial statement analysis, which is offered 2 times per year. And again, for those interested in sitting for the CPA exam, taking all 9 of our courses meets the 36 quarter unit requirement, including the Ethics and Accounting course, which is the only specifically required course. For more information, I'd recommend visiting the California CPA Board website, as well as a test prep service, such as Becker Test Prep, to learn more about exactly what's required. We'll include those links in a follow-up email for you. Okay, you can pursue our certificates in one of 2 ways. There's an at your pace option where you enroll in the certificate program and take courses on a schedule that suits you. Once you've started this with the first course, you have 5 years to finish. So if you are working full-time, you have other commitments, but you know you want to get the certificate at some point along the way, 5 years to take the courses will give you plenty of time, and we'll help you plan that out. For this option, you pay as you go. So each course that you take, you pay for it. Then you don't have to pay up front the whole amount for a certificate. And these courses, the courses in this path are eligible for individual discounts, such as the early bird, $50 off, and to transfer one class from another institution if you've taken accounting courses somewhere else that count towards our accounting courses. There is also a certificate registration fee of $125 for earning the certificate as you go. And then for the people that have the time or have planned out their schedule and know that they have a goal and they really want to get there, there's the fast track. And that you commit to a set course plan. You take one course per quarter continuously. So every quarter you're enrolled in a course until you finish the certificate. Make sure this plan is the right one for you, since you're committing to the course plan, and there could be fees or penalties if you need to make a change. All the courses must be taken with us. So you can't swap in courses from another institution or another program, but you take them all in a sequence, or fairly rapid sequence, with us. This option is good for people who know that they want to do it and can pay the entire program fee up front, but you also receive the steepest discount that we offer. 15% on all tuition for the whole certificate. You also get preferred enrollment in classes, because we know that you need to do this on a fixed schedule. You're at the head of the line for any of our classes and are virtually guaranteed enrollment. Okay, so let's look at what we have coming up. In winter of 2021, it's already 2021 coming up, our quarter, starts on January 11th, and we have 4 courses running. Of course, Principles of Financial Accounting. As I said, this runs every quarter and is a prerequisite for all other courses. Intermediate Accounting Part 1, Principles of Cost Accounting, and Individual Income Taxation. Look at that, perfectly lined up. Individual income taxation, well, you can take that and finish it by tax day of 2021. So each class follows a weekly schedule, and you'll receive guidance and feedback on your work from an instructor with firsthand knowledge of the field. Expect to spend about 10 hours a week per course. So I said there's the course time, but also the homework time, the reading time, preparing for quizzes or tests. Give it average about 10 hours a week is what we find our students need. No previous accounting experience is necessary to begin the program, but again, be aware of the prerequisite requirements. Principles of Financial Accounting is the beginning for everyone. Excuse me. And if you're unsure about pursuing a certificate, we recommend starting with the Principles of Financial Accounting and talking with your instructor and our program staff once you're underway. They can help guide your choices to if you're feeling ready and the certificate is your true goal. Okay. Let's pause and take a breath and take another poll. We're always wondering how you think you will take the program. If the fast track is sounding like a great option for you, or you're not quite sure yet, but you want to start with the first course and see how it goes, or your timing, you just can't be sure enough about your timing at the moment, and I can sympathize with that. So you want to try it at your own pace.
Thank you, everybody, for responding. We'll just give you guys a couple more minutes. It looks like we have a few more people that we'd love to hear from.
All right. All right, answers are coming in. All right, I'm thrilled to see we have 2 people who are all in for the fast track.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay, so we have a full mix, a full range. So I'm glad that we offer the different possibilities to accommodate the students with different timing, different scheduling, different needs. Okay, let's briefly meet our instructors. They're all professionals in the industry. They all work as accountants. You see, they all have CPAs, or they all are CPAs, excuse me. And yeah, have worked for years in the field. Monique Smalling teaches the intermediate accounting courses, the Principles of Cost Accounting, Ethics in Accounting and Financial Statement Analysis. Emily Anderson teaches Principles of Financial Accounting. So if you're starting the program, you will all meet her. And we're happy to say that she's teaching our Individual Income Taxation course coming up in the winter quarter. And Jim Veneman, who teaches Auditing and Accounting for Government and Nonprofit Organizations. So a big question, I imagine, is what does the program cost? So let's get into the pricing for the program. Remember one thing, textbooks are not included, and they run about up to $200 per course. But as with a lot of phases of life at the moment, things have transitioned to online, and some of those costs have come down as books, so to speak, have become digital. So just remember to budget up to $200 for your textbooks. Each course costs $880. If you're paying as you go, that's the cost you would pay every quarter that you take a course. And if you are pursuing the certificate, we recommend that the certificate registration form be submitted by the time you complete your first class. And we're happy to point you to that and see our follow-up email for more information so that we know that you're on track for the certificate. And if you're interested in pursuing the fast track option, you'll need to select that program before you enroll in your first class. So remember that if you know that you want to take the fast track, or if you're considering it, really think hard, because we will ask you to select that so that we know you're on track to have those courses all in a row. And remember, if you do enroll in the fast track, that'll be 15% off the entire program. Early enrollment, excuse me, early enrollment in courses up to 2 weeks prior will earn $50 off of your enrollment. And there's a few other discounts. If the Cal Aggie Alumni Association, if you're a member of that, we have a partnership with them to offer $50 off each course. A group discount of 3 people or more taking together for 10% off each course. But remember that the discount for attending today's session, the $100 discount, cannot be combined with any of these others. So we're happy to help guide you to the best discount for your needs. There's also the certificate registration fee of $125. But if you sign up for the fast track, you will not have to pay that. That fee is waived for fast track students. Okay, so that's how much the program costs, what you'd be expecting to spend, but maybe you have questions about how to finance it. And there's good information on options on our website under Financing Your Education. We'll also share that direct link in our follow-up email. If you're interested in exploring funding from private loans or government assistance, such as the GI Bill for veterans or Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act for displaced workers, please contact our Student Affairs Unit well in advance of enrolling. They can help you with that. They have experience helping with that. But some of those things take some time because of paperwork that needs to be moved around and signed. So if you're considering or wondering if you're eligible for those, please contact Student Services, and you see their phone number there, and that information will be in the follow-up email as well. Okay, what about your past experience? Have you taken accounting courses in the past? We have a poll to ask about that so we can get an idea of what sort of experience you have.
Great, thanks for answering, everybody. We'll just give you a couple more minutes.
All right.
You guys are fast.
Yeah. And everyone has some experience. That's great. Business and economics majors, some coursework. So I get the sense that you all know what track you want to be on, and you know what information you need to get out of those courses. Great. That's wonderful. And given that you all have experience so far, maybe some of you are thinking about taking your academic career even further in accounting. If you are, our Principles of Financial Accounting and Principles of Cost Accounting classes do fulfill prerequisite requirements for the UCDavis Graduate School of Management's Master of Professional Accountancy program. Okay, so that was a mouthful, but if you have experience, you're working in the field, and you know that you want to pursue, or you think you might want to pursue, a Master of Professional Accountancy, the courses in this program count as prerequisites to enroll in the master's program at the UCDavis Graduate School of Management. So you already would have a leg up if you're interested in pursuing that. If you want more information, definitely contact the graduate school for further information on their programs, and they can provide that for you. But know that our courses, Principles of Financial Accounting and Principles of Cost Accounting, do count towards entering that master's program. Okay, I'm not sure if any questions have come up yet. If they have, we've been collecting them, but if not, if you have any questions, now is the time to put them in the Q&A. I think you can also use the chat, but we'll see them quickly if you put them in the Q&A portion of your webinar.
Sure. And then also we'll be, like I said, I'll be sending everybody a follow-up email. So if you think of anything, or if you're viewing this at a later time, please feel free to reach out to us. And then if you come up with another question. And Alex, it looks like we have a question.
Oh, great.
Yes. So are the classes asynchronous, can be taken anytime, or are they synchronous? So the answer to that is they are asynchronous. So you can access the course at your convenience. So they'll have different PowerPoints, PDFs, different assignments. The instructors will also provide some videos of them, basically instructing the course. So the one caveat is that you will have weekly deadlines. So it's not necessarily a self-paced course. So you will have weekly deadlines of assignments and when you have quizzes and exams. But yes, you can view it and you can do it on your own timeline. So that is very convenient.
Great. Thank you for that answer, Jen.
Sure. And we can, like I said, Alex and I have a couple of frequently asked questions that have come up in other webinars as well. But again, I'm keeping an eye on the question and answer in the chat. So just feel free to add anything else. Oh, we had another one just come in. How many students take each course at a time? So that answer just really varies. We typically have no more than a maximum of about 35 students at any given time. So sometimes we have a little on the smaller end classes. Some of our classes are a little bit busier, but typically the max of a classroom would be about 35 students.
Great, thank you. And so I covered the prerequisite, the first course that everyone takes if they haven't taken another institution. Outside of that, is there a recommended order to take the courses?
Not necessarily. So it really depends on your goals. And again, this might be a great way for you guys to reach out to one of us and we can help you with that. So, again, the Principles of Financial Accounting is the prerequisite for all other 8 courses. So depending on your goals, if you were thinking that you want to start with the Principles of Financial Principles certificate, the order we recommend would be Principles of Financial Accounting, and then Intermediate Accounting 1, because you need to take 1 before you take 2, Intermediate Accounting Part 2, and then Principles of Cost Accounting. For the Specialist Certificate, depending on whether you do fast track or whether you do at your own pace, it's really up to you, the order that you want to take it. The one thing that you want to take note of is that some of these courses are only offered once a year. And again, you would definitely need to still take the Principles of Financial Accounting. So as Alex mentioned, a lot of you might have already taken this in previous undergraduate or even graduate coursework. If you think you have, that you've met the prerequisite requirement, you can always just send me a copy of your unofficial transcript and your grades. And it would be really helpful if you also just gave us like a short explanation from your academic institution of the course description. And then I can see whether we would be able to accept it as a prerequisite. So we have slightly different requirements for accepting a prerequisite versus a course substitution. A course substitution, we have to look a little bit more closely at if it's really an equivalent course. But again, in either situation, feel free just to ask me or Alex and just send us a copy of your transcript and we can have a look and let you know what courses would be able to either count as a prerequisite for the Principles of Financial Accounting or to be a course substitution if you were working at your own pace.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And given that Principles of Financial Accounting is offered every quarter, it seems like students could start at any any quarter. There's not necessarily a best time to start, but 4 times a year, you can start the certificate program.
Yep. And with a follow-up email, our instructor, Emily Anderson, who is the Principles of Financial Accounting, she did a great video of explaining some of the benefits of taking Principles of Financial Accounting, whether it's, starting your career in accounting or a career change, or if you're just basically like want to see what accounting is like. So I will share that in the follow-up email. That's a great clip. I know from the polls that a lot of people who are attending live do have some accounting coursework or accounting experience, but especially for other people who might be viewing this later, I would definitely encourage you to watch that video clip. She does a really nice explanation of the course. And we just had another question come in live. Can you email or chat with the instructors if you have questions or need one-on-one assistance? Yes, of course. So, like every working individual, they have office hours. They might not answer you like within 2 minutes, but they're very good about getting back to you within at least 1 or 2 business days. So our online courses use Canvas. I don't know if some of you might already be familiar, if you're taking previous coursework or might have children who are taking Canvas online learning right now. So there are different ways to email and to contact your instructor through there. Also, I know sometimes instructors might set up like phone calls or emails or Zoom conferences. The beginning of the course, the instructor will share with you the best way to communicate with them. So yes, you will have interaction, and also each course has usually some points or grades towards like a discussion. So there's usually something that you would do together as a class, like the instructor might post a question and ask the class to answer. So that's a big part of the courses as well. So you will have interaction with your instructor, and you also will have some interaction with your other classmates when you're doing some of these discussion board question and answers with your instructor. All right. And it looks like we have another question. What is the timing of the course offerings on average? Daytime, evening, etc. My apologies if I've already discussed. That's okay. It's a common question. So as we did mention that it is all online. So you can pick whether you want to do it daytime or evening. Again, just there's weekly due dates for your assignments and exams and finals, but you can view the course and you can study whenever it is convenient for you. There's no specific time that you need to be online outside of, I believe the courses run Monday. The week starts like Monday and it ends midnight Sunday. So you'll have weekly assignments that are due usually Sunday by midnight, 11:59 p.m. So that's the only thing that you would have to be very mindful of, but otherwise you could access the course and do your coursework whatever time is convenient for you.
Great. Thank you for those answers, Jen.
Sure.
Keep the questions coming. If you have any more questions, we are happy to answer them. I am going to move to a poll though. And the question is, did you find this information session useful? Because we want to know how we can improve it if necessary in any way to answer more of your questions, to provide more information or better information for you.
And while we're waiting for the poll, I wanted to mention, I know Alex had talked a little bit about the fast track. So the interesting thing about the fast track is that you get 15% off of the tuition. So it's a pretty big savings. And as Alex mentioned, that you also get the certificate fee waived. But as he also mentioned, it is a commitment that you are going with the course plan set out for you. So if you are looking at the principles fast track, depending on when you start, one entry point, which I believe is fall and spring, it would take you about 12 months to complete. The courses would be back to back. If you join in winter or spring entry points, it would take you 15 months. There would be 1 month that you would be skipping. And that's just because of how the course offerings work out, quarter to quarter. And for the specialist certificate, it also, depending on when you enroll, it could take anywhere from 15 to 18 months. So again, I believe if you enroll in the fall and in the spring quarter, it would take you about 15 months. If it's winter or summer, you would probably skip a quarter. And again, you would still be taking all the classes and you still be going with the set template of when the courses are. It would just be dependent on whether you sorry, got a little bit distracted by the poll. It just would be depending on when your entry point was. And, we always just kind of say to people, the fast track is a great option. If you know that you have the time to commit, you want to get it done when you can. If you want to get it done faster, just let us know and we can work with you looking at a course plan for that. But like I said, we do recommend that, working adults take about one course per quarter. Sometimes people do decide to do more, but, we really don't recommend more than 2. That's a bit of a commitment. So like I said, our recommendation is 1, but we do have some students that try to complete quicker, whether they're trying to meet their CPA requirements. Like I said, just reach out to us if you have any specific questions. But again, if you're doing the fast track, you're committing to those courses, all 4 courses for the principal certificate and all 5 courses for the specialist certificate.
Great. And thank you for answering our poll questions. I will note we did not have an instructor join us this time. It's with holidays coming up and everything. It's a very busy time for professional accountants at the moment. So none of them were able to join us. There is more information and a video about them on our website, a video featuring Emily on our website that you can see. Okay, so now that we've talked all about the program and I hope answered all of your questions, it's time for the next step. Remember, courses start January 11th and are open for enrollment. If you're interested in doing the fast track, enroll in that specific section at the very start so that we know you're in the fast track and you know that your certificate fee is waived and the things that go with the fast track. We'll be emailing you a follow-up information email after this info session. That will include the link to the Financing Your Education webpage, the code for your $100 coupon, additional information on the CPA exam, and information for how to contact us if you have any additional questions. So if you do, please don't hesitate to get in touch with myself or Jen. We can set up a personal appointment to talk by phone if you would like to hear more about the program or answer any specific questions or figure out a schedule for registering. So Jen's email is here and you will get that in a follow-up. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for attending. We look forward to seeing you in the program and helping to guide you through your accounting certificate education. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And again, I'll be sending up a follow-up email probably within the next business day. And again, reach out to us anytime if you have any questions, and we hope to see you soon. All right. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.